Okay, so let me give you all a little bit of introduction what I do and why I'm allowed to stand here today and talk about AI. I have run AI governance programs at T-Mobile where I trained 380 folks on ethics and governance. I'll be using this acronym a lot, NIST AI RMF, which stands for National Institute of Standards in Technology, AI, Artificial Intelligence, Risk Management Framework. So that's my core. That's what I do in and out, risk management framework. I've spent last 14 years working in various Fortune 500 companies, delivering value in different roles. I have a business certificate from Stanford Business School, and my specialization is, hi, please sit anywhere. There's a spot over there as well, over here. Welcome. So my specialization is around implementing AI in small and big organizations. I've earned a Microsoft Copilot and AI security certification, as well as a SANS LDR 519, which is another fancy way of saying that I know how to implement cybersecurity risk management in big organizations and enterprises. Currently, I'm volunteering as a user acceptance tester at a stealth AI startup, which gives me an insight into what's happening in the world of AI as well. So yes, a lot of information. I love data, and I love making sense and providing value out of this data for big and small enterprises and making sense for humans just like us. This is a little bit about myself. But the most important credential why I'm here today would be this one, where I actually spent some time talking with ChatGPT if a hot dog is a sandwich or not. And here's a snippet of our conversation. I will let you read it for a laugh and just smile at what AI was telling me. We were talking about one slice of bread, two slices of bread. It kept on going. And then I finally said, this is done because I think this is an important lesson, not just for me, but for all of us, that AI tools are like our interns. They are not our boss. And so we are going to use them the way we want to use them. It's a tool. So this is the actual conversation here. And what I want to do is this is kind of a networking, knowing the person who sits next to you kind of thing too. So let's spend some time talking to the person next to you. Share if you ever have asked one of the most funniest or weirdest thing to AI. Anything you have ever asked AI to do. Turn to the person next to you. And I'm sure. I'm so big like that. Set up a timer here. Oh yeah, like everything in the data, something my friend why she's so quiet, and then different people like should have been down is that like is it is it this and then yeah.
No, right, I haven't set up so nobody can do themselves in my time. They can type, yeah. I also have
Oh, you were. But then they
yeah,
just I can play a lot. I'm like because
that's part of your.
when you play some yeah, I know I was looking into that and I didn't because I told that. It's gonna be a source one and stuff that I'm gonna take yeah. But yeah, I did
And like
Everybody, time's up. I know we can go on, and this is not gonna. So AI is basically a tool for a pattern matching system, right? It's a tool, and I know we talked about like it can do funny things. It doesn't know what a sandwich is. It's going to read from the data it's been trained on. The folks who are online, you are also part of this conversation today. So please put your responses, questions in the chat. Austin is here, and we will read your comments, responses that you put on the chat. So in the room, if anybody would like to share, maybe something funny or something that you learned by interacting with ChatGPT, that's one of the most, popular AI tools out there, or any AI tool that you have used. If anybody wants to share their experience. So that's fine. So AI is anybody online?
Anybody online yet?
I'll share it.
Yeah, please share.
Our doorbell was broken in the house. And instead of calling someone to figure out what was wrong with it, I snapped pictures of the actual bell in our closet under the stairs, and then snapped a picture of where the bell ding was in the house. And it gave me a bunch of different options of, it said, okay, this is the type of doorbell you have installed in your house. It's a very standard builder grade doorbell. This is where it's from. These are the possible causes. These are steps you can take to diagnose why your doorbell is not working in your house.
Wonderful. So it was productive.
It was
Gave you
productive.
Gave
Yes.
you answers. So yeah.
Did it?
So
Well, that would be my husband's fault. You know what we can do, we just haven't.
okay, wonderful. So AI basically is, reading or trained on data. So probably the kind of doorbell that you have, and all the doorbells in this world, it has all that data, and it's bringing you the information from that data. Thank you for sharing. So let's see what our quest entails today. We have 3 zones. Number 1 is our AI literacy zone, where we will see what AI can do, what AI cannot do, bust some myths, what kind of tools out there are, and what the tools actually do. Then we'll move into ethics arena, which is my specialization, where we'll learn how to use AI responsibly in our organizations so that we do not end up being on the headlines. And number 3, we will go into the prompt engineering lab, where we will do hands-on exercises on better prompts and understanding the AI tools better. So let's, before we start our journey, our quest, let's do a little bit of a check-in here. So I just want to see who are, where we stand in terms of our adventure. Are there some AI newbies, like who have heard ChatGPT, maybe used it once in a while? Are there any casual users who play around with AI tools once in a week or twice in a week? Someone who is a power user using it for their work on a day-to-day basis. And some who are AI wizard, maybe they are automating their coffee maker with an AI. know what they're doing. So let's have a quick poll here. Who is an AI newbie, like trying to get to understand? Yeah, what chat? I was an AI newbie too. Just trying to understand what this is, what's the hype all about this tool? Who is a casual user using twice or thrice, not more? Yeah. A power user using it for work. Wonderful. Yeah, we have a mixed group here, and an AI wizard. Ooh, you're automating.
Coffee makers, yeah.
Coffee makers, yes.
Now I got a new goal.
I like that we have a mixed group, because I have kept this session intentionally very journalized. And as we get more interest into it, I would like to make it more special and specialized into what arena or domain of AI we want to jump into. So let's tackle some of the AI myths that have been floating around since, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Let's tackle some of the AI myths which they have been floating around for a while. Some are true, some are not, but let's see. AI will steal all our jobs, who thinks that is kind of 90% right or 80% right? Is it gonna steal our jobs? It's a conversation, it's not like I'm not gonna present here, I'm gonna talk to you. Do you think AI is gonna steal our jobs?
I think it
No,
is.
no,
I think it
no.
is. I think it's gonna like eliminate some positions.
Yeah. Any other thoughts?
In the graphics world, it definitely is impacting.
Yeah.
It's definitely.
It's
impacting.
automating so much, right? Doing it, saving time, doing
Yes.
so much. So yeah, AI, I wouldn't use the word steal our jobs, but it'll definitely change the way we work. Because in graphics, maybe it's doing the groundwork, but at the end of the day, the judgment calls, the skepticism, the context, you are the expert, you are the boss. So you are going to use AI to make that low level design, and then you are the boss over it to design the strategy to make that decision. So yes and no, AI will not steal our jobs, but it'll definitely impact the way we work. And that's why it's very important for us to evolve as AI is evolving. And AI is changing every day. There are so many things that I don't even know. We'll all have to figure it out together. Okay, AI understands like humans. Yes or no? Yeah, it's like a training model. It's fed into so much data that it needs to make sense out of it. It cannot make judgment calls. It needs context, and the strategy and everything is human driven, but it's just a very fancy maths. That's all.
It understands better than some humans I know.
Right? Artificially intelligent and naturally foolish sometimes. Okay, AI is completely objective, and this is very like it's a serious topic here. AI is completely objective. Do you think it's objective? It's not objective because it's just trained on the data and the kind of data you have, and it's going to make those decisions. So AI has been involved. So many other companies, they have, been involved in bias litigations and others. So AI is biased because of the data it's fed on, because of the data it's trained on. So it's very important for having a human in the loop for every decision, every output AI gives you that you're going to give out. AI is mysterious magic. That's from my son, actually. He's like, AI is mysterious magic. I don't know what's happening in the background. It's doing all that fun stuff. But obviously, AI is not mysterious magic. It's a fun way of collecting all that information that resides in our globe and putting it in one place and helping us give access to that information and make sense out of it. Is there any other myth that you know that has been floating around that you would like to share with the group that you've heard? For me, the AI will steal our jobs was a big one, like 3 years back. And I've seen so many things change at my workplace too, with AI in the picture. And online folks who are on the Zoom, you are here with us too. So please put your comments in the comment box, and Austin is actually keeping a close eye on your comments and your questions.
I don't know if this is a myth, but it's been proven that there's that circulation of, you use AI, something about our water usage, or like, something's happening with the water the more we use it.
Sorry, what was that again? I couldn't get the context.
What did they say? They said that if you are using AI, you're using up the water resources, is essentially what they're saying.
Okay, so it's like data hubs, databases, the big databases and data warehouses, right? They are consuming a lot of energy. They have an impact on the environment. I think it's related to that.
I recently heard whether like is AI makes kids dumber or smarter.
He makes what the words are?
Is AI makes kids
Okay.
dumber or smarter?
Okay, so is AI making kids dumber or smarter? I think I heard on a podcast, but I don't know how true that is, and I'm being recorded, so I don't know what I can say. But I heard on a podcast that our coming generations, or this current generation, younger than me, of course, they are not as, I would say, on the IQ score that our previous generations were. I would not go into detail if I was not recorded. I may. I will leave up to there. Okay. So there are some realistic expectations that we can have around AI, what AI can do and what AI cannot do. As we have been talking, AI cannot make judgment calls in our work, right? It doesn't know the context. It cannot replace your expertise as a business owner or as a designer, right? But what it can do, it can create flyers for you. It can create nice graphics for you. It can draft social media, but it cannot get the context or the experience that you have gained over the years. So remember, AI is your intern. Treat AI like your intern. It's not your replacement. You are the boss. And we have, I think you are using Canva AI. So which tool do you use?
Yeah, gross.
Sorry?
I use the AI built within the Adobe suite.
Okay. So whatever you do with that, just consider that as your intern and not as your boss. You will make the judgment calls. You will review all the output that it's giving. So I want folks in the room to say this with me, because this is very important as we go in our quest, that AI is my intern, not my boss. Say it louder. AI is my intern, not my boss. That's what I remind myself every day, because I'm handling so many AI tools every day, being part of that stealth startup and then at my workplace. So I want to make sure that I keep reminding myself that this is a tool for my productivity and not to make decisions for me. Okay, let's move. Hello, welcome.
That's Matt, he's with the chamber.
Okay, hi, Matt. Okay, let's see, I think every day you will see in the market new tools coming up. But what you need is basically 3 tools to get started with, or if you are a pro tool. One is ChatGPT. I think everyone has it. I use ChatGPT. It's for, writing emails, drafting, maybe, automating some of your tasks around here and there. And then we have Microsoft Copilot, which is built in your Microsoft suite of apps. And then we have Canva AI, your design assistant for small business or big business to design flyers, marketing visuals, and all that stuff. So my rule is always is that start free. Free trials of all these tools, they give you enough features to play around. And once you feel confident and once you are getting, saving time, you're saving money, and you see that that is productive, then you can, go on and buy a paid tool. Never ever start with a paid tool. I would say figure out, experiment with the free features, the trial versions, and if you feel that they are being productive in terms of time and money, then you can go and buy, the tools. Okay, now let's jump into, am I being like echoed here? Okay, now let's jump into our second zone, which is the ethics arena. With great power comes great responsibility. And I just quoted Spider-Man. Yes, I love Spider-Man, and I stand by it. We are going to use a very simplified version here in the ethics arena of NIST, National Institute of Standards and Technology, AI Risk Management Framework, RMF. And it sounds scary and a big title, but it's actually basically 4 things. The 4 things are: who is in charge of this AI, the output, the input, what data is going in, are the outputs any good? And we'll see what good frames to. And is a human still checking once the outputs are there? So if you can answer these questions, you are already ahead of most big enterprises, because when there is a big chunk of data coming in, we have to keep in mind who is in charge, what data is going in, are the outputs that are coming, are they any good? And is a human involved to still check what's going on? Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to form teams. I will give you some scenarios. You will pick the scenarios. You will discuss within your team the NIST AI RMF framework, just I talked about, and I'll have it on the screen so you don't get confused. And you will discuss that scenario within your team, how you're going to handle that. Once you discuss, we will come and share with the teams, because these are the scenarios that day-to-day small or big enterprises, they come across. So the first step is we are going to form teams, and I think we are kind of in the team structure. We have team. You are going to, if you want to name your team any fancy names, please give them. And then I'll give you 8 minutes to discuss the scenario. I'll be walking around to help you out in the scenarios as well, discuss with you. And then we'll work on these real scenarios as a team together. Because I think, I can stand here and talk about all the theoretical work, but unless we do it on ground, it's not gonna help. Okay, so team A, right? Team B, team C, can you be together? Five. And team D and team E.
What about the Zoom, which one should?
So Zoom are individual, everybody's individual.
Yeah.
Okay, so pick a scenario. There are 4 scenarios here. You can pick any scenario that you like from here.
You got your glasses, okay.
And then I want to know which scenario you
Can't
pick,
see.
because I want all the scenarios to be discussed. So are you picking scenario A?
Yeah.
Okay.
Be sure, yeah.
Are you picking scenario B? Behind, are you picking scenario C? C. And then are you picking D?
Are we all done?
Yeah.
We all did? Okay.
D.
Perfect. Okay, cool.
Okay, and I'm gonna set up the timer. We have 8 minutes. And then I'm gonna walk around and discuss this with you. Okay, timer starts now. Go.
Okay, so customer emails credit card number to process the refund.
And the folks online, you also could pick a scenario and put your thoughts in the comments. We'll discuss them.
So I would,
Redact.
yes, yeah, exactly, I would. I would want to know, I might see my friends say someone.
I've given, I'd like to give like phrases, like, different, then like different scenarios, okay, what, and then if I have more questions. And what about this, what about that?
Yeah. Not now, but to ask, what are the first thing I do is tell us how you want it to act. You are act. Yeah.
I think that's that.
Yeah. So that way you're not operating on fires.
Yeah. Smart.
So
Say that would be the only thing.
you tell us. You tell us. You're the expert.
Specify mine.
Yeah, that's it. How does it all play? I try to give it a concept, I'll give it an advance.
So important to know.
Probably that. And so, we're not feel that. Yeah, it worked really well.
I don't really say it's like, I'm learning to do it, like, have this. I'm like, I can understand and okay, that makes sense. So I studied it on. So that I was going, but
Your highest rate. If you're looking at someone else out.
yes. I always compare other than I. And sometimes I have like the way ChatGPT, I go through it, and then I go to the different one, and then sometimes I get a little bit of both, and then I try and. Or break down, or get things more Yeah. Yeah. So that I can just. Yeah, I like it. I like it every day. My daughter. One message. Oh, okay. And so then I'm doing it. Now my husband is doing that. They just do their accounts and then. Reading the translate. Yeah. Translate. Yeah.
So my.
First.
Yeah. I do want to say that it is very accurate, right? So I want to humans.
Yeah. Because we are not blurring the line. We go, wait a minute, that might work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are.
I haven't tried it any other.
I'm sorry.
I got to know that it looks like so I should make that.
That's the hard work.
20 seconds more. 20 more seconds.
Right? And I was like, they were not here. And that way I could.
Yeah.
And it will, it'll give me a list.
For sure.
Okay, time's up. As I was going around and talking to our teams, I think one thing that came out, and I was thinking around that too. So it's a thought out there. Think and let me know. In big and small organizations, do you have a governing body in your organization that governs what kind of data goes into these tools, or any tools, not just AI tool, whatever tool you use in your organization? Is there a governing body that governs what kind of data goes in your tools day to day? And are there security policies implemented on tools that you use day to day what kind of data is going on in, who has access to that data, or who has access to those documents. In case small or big organizations, if you do not have those governing bodies or security policies built in your tools, that's something you need to take to your leadership and talk about that. That's very, very important. Okay, so let's talk about scenario A. I think you are our team.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, this was just one question, but as I was going around, it's not just one request. Every day you're dealing with hundreds of requests, thousands of numbers. How do you stay vigilant? How do you keep in mind that this is this information that doesn't go? So there is a term called as PII, personally identifiable information. Everybody's aware of that. So always be very careful on inputting PII in any tool, even ChatGPT, your organization's tool, you cannot enter PII into that. So never enter PII information. Let's talk about scenario A. In your team, would you like to talk about that? Would you like to share your thoughts, what you were discussing around that scenario?
Well, I think you just said what we were all discussing, right? It's just to redact that information before you even enter anything, ask the AI tool for assistance. We also discussed maybe even making it more generic and say, hypothetical situation, here's the scenario. Can you help me with a response as opposed to copy and paste and stuff?
And be honest, everybody, how many of you actually do that on ground every day when you're working for 10 hours a day? Like, how many of you are really aware of what data you're putting into those tools? So keep that in mind. Let's go for our scenario B. Was that our team over here? Yeah, and it talked about, creating probably a job description for a warehouse manager and asking ChatGPT or any other AI tool to create that job description. What were your thoughts?
So we discussed how one thing is important to recognize is that the reason why the AI tool may have that bias is because it's probably pulling market data from, economic development portals and workforce, and because manufacturing is inherent automated field. So not like taking that too seriously and just thinking about, okay, how can I be more specific in my prompt, or provided tools, provide information to kind of degender or to take that factor away. So we discussed uploading or sharing our HR hiring policies guidebook, because if your organization has those policies in place, then that can inform how it builds the job description. And then also being explicit and just telling the tool to degender the job description, and create a competency-based job description.
Yeah, replacing it and asking it to be gender neutral, and the HR documents that you have, uploading it, go through them and figure out what you're going to do. And every time the output is there, you are going to review it. Humans are going to review it. Okay, scenario C. I think you had scenario C.
Ours was generating a polished photo of our product for the website, and then somebody asked you, is it the actual product? Our response was, it's a representation of the product, and then we would take a deeper dive into what modifications were actually made to that photo. So in other words, if we were just changing, background, maybe depending on the product or what the product was, showing what it looked like in different lighting, different color scenarios, things of that nature, we would say that was a representation. And then potentially put at the bottom a disclaimer that said, yes, this has been somewhat modified, but no material modifications were made to the product. So it just kind of depends, but overall, it would be a representation, and then establishing boundaries for whatever your product may be within your company, to make sure that you're not over modifying any photo of what you're selling, so that no one can really come back and challenge that, right? Because that would be misrepresentation.
Yeah, disclosure is always good. Disclosure, verify, trust, but verify, and disclosure, important terms. Thank you for sharing. D scenario, 100 customer reviews. Wow, with lots of emails and names. Who got that? I think our team over there. Yeah. You all were there, yeah. Are you gonna just put all the data and dump into ChatGPT, summarize it for me. All I have these names and email addresses and you know,
The PII again, right? Just.
Yeah.
It's honest review, so we really don't need names, addresses, or numbers, so.
yeah.
You can just delete all those and use the reviews, which is great. And just redact all that.
Yeah, and being very cognizant of the things that you do on ground every day. What kind of data is coming in, what data is going out, and where it's landing, because most tools, free tools, are going to train on your data. So your data will stay there forever. And it's just one step away from a breach and a headline. So okay, so this is very important. And if you want to make notes on this, I would say please do. It's a very complex topic, but all that is governed. Have a policy, right? Someone who owns the decision on your AI tools. Then map, knowing what data goes in, having a policy around that as well. What data is going in your tools, not just AI tools, any tools that you have. Measure, check the output before they go out. Very, very important. Because once it's published, it's very difficult to take it back. And manage. Always have a human in the loop that makes the judgment call. So please do make a note of this because I keep that with me all the time. And folks online also, these are the 4 frameworks around NIST AI RMF, which may sound scary, but at the end of the day, it's govern, map, measure, and manage. Okay, if everybody has made note, let's go to the next slide. So number 1 rule over here is data. As we talked about, all these scenarios were built around PII, never paste PII into any free AI tools. That's what I did at T-Mobile. We have eliminated SSN9 in all our systems. It started with data minimization. Data is an important factor, and it's something that AI tools are going to train on and use. So your data preservation is not boring. It's your insurance policy. Keep your data safe. Number 2 is AI safety checklist. So I have some handouts here for the checklist. There are close to, I think, 10 items that we'll pass them around. They are, I think, the most important items that I could figure out from my experience working in this area. Number 1 is identifying the owner who is going to own that policy or governing that policy, having a team or folks in your company, big or small, who are going to own that, knowing the data, what data goes in at the individual level, checking the output, protecting the privacy, watching for biases, verifying the facts, having a human review, documenting the decisions, and having an escalation path. I usually have notes like these on my workstation so that I am reminded every day. If you want to, build your own AI safety checklist, you can print that out and put it in front of your, working desk or in your monitor to remind yourself. Let's go to the next slide here. Okay, so I know we have gone through a lot, but 3 or 4 takeaways. AI is a tool, a next word prediction tool, or a pattern matching system. You have 3 starter tools to start with: ChatGPT, Copilot built in your Microsoft suite of apps, and Canva AI. Always use the NIST AI RMF framework of governing, mapping, measuring, and managing your outputs. Protect the data, verify the outputs, and always keep a human in the loop. Okay, so this is a quick survey. I didn't want to make it too broad. There's just one question out there. If you could answer that question, please do. It won't take more than 30 or 40 seconds. And please connect with me on LinkedIn and let me know what you would like for your next session, what you would like to learn about AI. And once you have, filled out the survey, I'll go on and jump into our lab. So let me know if your systems are ready with the password here, Wi-Fi password, anything you have, the laptop. Because we're gonna sit down and do some real scenarios here. So open your laptop, your phone, your tablets. And once everybody has connected to the internet, give me a thumbs up so that we can start. And online folks, are you ready?
I got a thumbs up from someone online.
Okay. Okay, we'll work on prompt engineering a little bit here with real life scenarios. Okay, so as you will do this lab work with your team here, we have 3 steps here. Step 1 is role and context. You are going to define AI, what it needs to do, who that AI is, create your persona in that AI. Then you are going to tell the task and constraints. Always be specific in terms of what constraints you would like for that prompt. And then format the tone. Like you want warm and friendly, very professional. That's how you design a prompt. Use this 3-step formula. And what I did is I said, okay, let's keep a very generalized prompt. So I'm going to give you a very general prompt here. And you will use your AI tool, whatever you have, ChatGPT, Copilot, and you are going to work on writing a better prompt. Okay, are you ready? Okay. This is a very generalized, very vague, write a social media post for your bakery. You are a bakery owner, and whatever tool you have, please use that and write it. Very simple. Let's see what the tool gives you back. So we are going to use those 3 steps. Step 1 is who is this AI, your business. Then you're going to provide some tasks and constraints, any limits, and then how should this post sound and look like for your bakery. And I'm going to set up a timer again for 8 minutes. And I want good prompts. That's why I gave a very vague, write the bakery post. You can work with teams, you can work alone.
Just to create the trust.
Yeah, write, for your bakery, write a social media post for your bakery. And use these 3 steps. I wanted to intentionally have everybody do this very simple task, because when you will go back to your work tomorrow or Monday morning or whenever, you have to keep all these things in mind. Role and context always, task and constraint, and format and tone. So in my experience, having worked at big enterprise, I know that what actually works is that AI is a tool, and the companies or the organizations that do it right are not the ones with biggest budget or most technical expertise. It is the one who have the right strategy, right practical skills, and the right ethics.
Can you go back to the example?
Yeah.
Please, thank you.
I intentionally kept it very vague and very simple.
I think I did it right. I don't think I did it right. Oh, really? Back is it? Yeah. I do it often.
But I don't think this is the end to
Fine tune.
How do you enter up the photos of your home? Like create that and stuff on the ChatGPT? I mean, it's fine because I've
not worried about it going,
Some stuff like maybe it was warming clothes, yeah.
I asked.
Yeah. And nothing, oh, I don't like that, but I like this. It works. It was like,
I'm like, oh my, like, all my.
I've used it for every separate. Services
Yeah.
to make it look something.
I know this like.
Yeah. That doesn't have the above, figure out something, so I can make sure I can organize that or something about economics. Before it goes through and every step.
I know, oh my God, you're getting, yeah, you're going deep.
I don't. And.
You're going really deep.
If I don't even have to use my brain.
I don't know if I did it right, but we'll see.
I have. I have.
How did you get that? Well, how did you get that? And I just got. I guess if you tell her to me, please, ladies.
Yes, yes, I need it.
Like mine, I like yours.
Or look at it and start down.
Right. Right. Yeah, because.
Yes, you do.
I was like, I like this, I just. It's like I was.
Yeah, like, yeah.
You're more creative. Why didn't you
There's so many layers of, say, the original and there's.
Just gotta look. Yeah, see?
Okay, so let me read what you say.
What do you think?
Yeah, all right, here's my problem. You are a brand expert, you specialize in
hard.
bakery businesses.
Especially when you're.
Make it graphic, so
Device. Anything is different.
So she's social media specialist, creative and plus, for general population. Okay, well, and I'm like, I didn't get something down like that. I guess I have to.
Oh, I got some sheets. I don't know what I did to
They're all
get
very similar items.
Yeah, yes, it is, yeah.
The same background, they're. Organizational tradition.
Sorry.
All the hashtags.
And your access.
Which is not social media. Yeah, right, yeah. I mean, I just think. It's like, oh, sorry.
I was gonna come and say hi. Oh.
Nailed it, perfect.
I mean, I asked it for years.
Yeah. So it gave me like, then still.
Yeah.
And we like
that's.
yeah.
Timing, yeah.
And I gave her that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She said like,
She's. Which is why.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I was gonna come say hi, I'm glad you did.
so I even asked.
I mean, I can say this. Yeah, we don't have that. Well, then it's.
Right, yeah.
Look at the workshop. I would say medical. So close to that. Exactly. As soon as anything goes on, I notice you're out there.
That's pretty.
That's right. The bill is just there, he's like, okay, I have to write something out for it. I need something.
Yeah, something.
A good hook. Support.
Like that.
Okay, now I kind of. Yeah, lots of colors. Vibrant. With my traditional. Yeah, I like it. I would work out every time. I would be like, where'd you get it? I go, probably, where's it at? Oh, it's in Richmond, down the street. And they did something with the lady, and they're like, can you please send us nothing else in order for you to know where it is?
Oh my God, love it.
I've been Wesley asking.
I like that. Well, it's like. Yeah, I just asked, but it just said. And in Spanish. That's so different, yeah.
So. Last 10 years.
Graphic bit.
That's exactly.
Which is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every time I. With the gals, you know, it's like, so how far back do you need me to go out because I.
Right.
And I got a little bit. Like, they're going back and forth, I was like, and I just. And that's exactly. So it was weird. That's a big, but it was so small. Then it's like taking it back in time.
Yeah.
I remember that was not my, you know. So that's, it's been my favorite. Yeah. So that's what I told her. I couldn't see the reason.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's, those are the.
Right now, it's just.
Rolled out
But yeah. Are you actually?
You also think. Seems like. Somehow it's good. Probably it's stable, right? Yeah. Years here.
Well, I've definitely. So there That's like. I know. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, well, I've been playing this here for many years. I'm more from where I was in. That's where. That's right. And I was raised there. I turned down there.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, so maybe marketing.
It is. And it's small, small, right? Because it's small, like you can really kind of go your pages.
Yeah.
Friendly.
Yeah.
I've got some more.
It's not very big. It's not for sale.
I think it's good.
Like I yeah, they're not for them. I started so well lost. Like if I can go on. And that's what I'm like. I'm not an educator. I have also like development time. Like yeah. I kind of that's what
Yeah.
That area, my dog is for people. And it's not a law. On the hours, yeah. That's why yeah. He also. There's still, there's just. But it's, you that's why.
And then you go out
I like it.
It's.
Get out. So a lot of it. Or
Okay, everyone, are we back? Are our prompts done? So one quick exercise. I know you've been doing that prompt on your phone or your systems. Could you share that prompt or talk to the person next to you about your prompt and share your prompt and get an insight into how does that prompt look like? And online folks, if you could share your prompts, maybe paste your prompt here in the chat window, and Austin is keeping an eye on that. So this is a prompt revision because the prompt that you have written, if you give it to the person sitting next to you, they are from a different industry. They are going to have a different eye or look and also can provide you feedback. So quickly, let's do that in case you want to show your prompt to your neighbor and get an insight. And online, could you please put your prompt in the chat window And Austin is actually going to read out the prompts.
I don't have any yet, but I will.
Okay, we are waiting for folks online for your, and the folks online, the materials that I'm distributing, I'm going to share the links.
When I first.
With Austin, so you can have it like that too.
All right.
Okay, all right, let's listen to this one. Everybody,
You know what I mean? Something, that's an example.
okay, if I can have your attention, let's listen to this prompt and review this prompt for us, okay?
All right, this is
All right.
from Lisa.
Okay, review this prompt, guys.
You are a highly paid, sought-out marketing expert tasked with writing a social media post for a local bakery known for its hot out-of-the-oven delicious apple fritters. Write a warm, friendly prompt that employs all the senses and ties to the small town, comfortable, friendly atmosphere of the bakery. Include CTA that helps this post go viral and encourages people to visit the bakery with a friend. Make this post one that can be part of a campaign showcasing one of our several delectable fresh baked treats each week. Include imagery and hashtags to go with this post and the future posts in this series.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a very good prompt. What was the response? Do we have the response too from?
I don't, I just have the prompt in.
Oh, very good, Lisa, you've been.
Lisa,
Thank you,
yeah.
Lisa, very good prompt.
Dropping candy.
Who's got a better one?
Yeah,
Get after you, Lisa.
in the room. Do you have a prompt to share? That was a very good
That
prompt.
was
It was concise. They had constraint built in. Is there?
She's got the results.
Yeah.
Okay, we would like to see the.
It's coming in.
Yeah.
The results are coming in. Thanks so much.
Promise.
I need to follow. Oh, I know. Oh, she's a digital creator, that's what I think. Oh. Got it. She's a digital creator, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyone else online as well? Any prompts that they have, they want to share? Okay, we'll wait for the result from Lisa, but anyone else here, they would like to share their prompt, what they wrote? Yes, please.
I have a follow-up prompt, because
Okay.
after I prompted it, my
Yeah.
next prompt was, this looks like AI. Can you make it sound less like AI?
Uh-huh. And what was the,
And it did great.
Yeah.
It did.
it did great with
it's
the
short,
humanizing it?
Less emojis.
Yeah.
Yeah, emojis is one thing.
Yeah.
But I have tried that many times, but I see that AI doesn't do a good job
Mhm.
with humanizing our
Yeah.
prompts. Is it doing a good job at your end?
It did okay.
It did okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Still waiting on the results.
Okay,
so-
Lisa, we are waiting on your results because we love your prompt. I think that was very good. You followed all the 3 steps.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
Sorry, too many characters. Yeah, it shows that it's.
Apple fritter feature post with imagery plus
Are you able to share?
plus hashtags. Let's see, actually, let's see. I also don't want to screw up your.
No, that's fine. We are almost to the end, so. Alright.
Our closest copy.
And online folks will get 2 or 3 documents that I will share with Austin.
Windows of the bakers.
It doesn't look like there was a picture.
Yeah.
Okay, this is very big. It's a big post.
See, that's what I did the first time.
Right, so nobody, we have so much access to information. Our attention spans are very less, very short. I think I would not read this long post. I would probably read something under 100 words or under 60 words with a nice picture that captures my attention.
Yeah.
With less emojis. So I think we will have to, my understanding is I'm gonna revise this post.
Yeah.
But it's good. It has a lot of words, a lot of things, a lot of emojis.
Adjectives.
Yeah. So Lisa, would you like to, maybe work a little bit with this agent and ask them to build you a smaller prompt? Less hashtags, less emojis, keep it simple. That grabs the attention span of a user. Yeah. Yeah, wonderful. I think your prompt was on point, so thank you. Okay. You will be talking with AI agents or AI tools at your workplace. And this was just one example, and just see how long it took us to get the right output out of that AI tool. So I want to bring your attention back to, maybe you are having 100 prompts a day with your AI tools. Keeping these 3 formulas with you and making sure you get the valuable output of an AI tool is important. This was just one example, took you so long. So just imagine when you actually do your work task, how long it's going to take you. When you define the context, when you define the tone and the constraints and the task to AI, and you have to be very diligent and very cognizant of what you're asking AI to do. Okay, remember that 3-step formula. Okay, this is done. We've done the swaps, improve it together. Okay, so I have a 30-day action plan. I think I did have.
They are in the back, so you can pick one up
Okay,
as you walk
as you
out.
go out, please pick that handout. So what I want you to do, and make it intentional, and make a reminder on your phone if possible. Week 1, you are going to experiment with your tool, any new tools. I personally like, Copilot, Canva AI if you're a designer, if you are a local business, and ChatGPT. You will work on 3 prompts for your business or your work. Only 3 prompts. Only 3 prompts that you use day to day. You use ChatGPT for multiple things, but figure out 3 priority prompts for you, 3 business tasks for you that you want AI to do. 1 week, just use that again and again. Refine those prompts. Don't go to new prompts. Just 3 prioritized, high priority prompts for your business, for your work. First week, focus on that, refining the prompts, really understanding what you're putting into ChatGPT or any other AI tool. Then, once you are hands-on with your prompts, you know exactly what to ask AI, what to ask this tool, then you are going to build a habit, automating that one task that you have with that AI tool, building an AI agent, basically. It could be your social media post, your drafting emails, or automating your recurring task. So next step would be building an AI agent on week 2 to automate your work, maybe 1 task. Okay, week 3 would be trying a new tool with, the things that you use at work. Maybe use spreadsheet, Microsoft Excel. How are you going to integrate Microsoft Excel with the AI tool that you're using? So now you are going to integrate the tool that you use at work with an AI agent or AI tool you're using. That's your homework for week 3. And week 4, you're going to optimize and scale, document the first 3 high priority prompts or the 5 prompts you have, and have a governing body or a monthly review team within your organization. If you do not have AI ethics team or AI governance team at your work, I think it's high time you should have one that reviews and refines and governs what goes in those AI tools and what comes out. And I know you'll walk away from here and you're going to forget all this. So I want you to take out your phones and set up a reminder right now. I'll give you that time. Set up a reminder for week 1. Explore and experiment. Have a credibility partner. Week 1, explore and experiment. So that would be, today is a Tuesday and 21st. That would be, I would give you probably 27th. 7/27 is your week 1 complete. And you are going to explore and experiment only with 3 prompts. Then you move into week 2, set up a reminder on your phone. Build a habit of, automating one of your business tasks, work tasks. Should do it by 8/3. Then by 8/10, if I'm going too fast, please let me know, I'll slow down. You are going to try a new tool at work with an AI agent. So you are going to integrate any tool at work with an AI agent or AI tool that you're using. How would you integrate your day-to-day task with an AI agent? So that would be done by 8:10. And by 8:17, you are going to work with your team, maybe have an AI review team or an AI partner on week 1, 2, and 3 outputs, what you have done so far. Yeah, if you have Microsoft Outlook calendar, make a note there. But for me, I think my reminders on the phone work very well. We carry our phones everywhere. Okay, so folks online, I would also like you to make those reminders for yourself. Week 1 reminder, week 2, week 3, week 4. And AI is changing every day. There's so much that I don't know, we don't know, and it's gonna build up. But what's important for us right now is understanding that there are these 3 basic tools: Copilot, Canva AI, and ChatGPT. I have my work task. I do 1, 2, 3 every day. How I'm going to be efficient in doing 1 and 2 and 3 with an AI tool? Can I build an agent? What are these agentic AIs? How do I automate my task? Is AI actually helping me save time and money? Is it making me more productive? If not, then I'm not going to use AI, because at the end of the day, nobody or no tool is going to replace human judgment. You are the boss, you know the context, you are going to make the decisions for your business, for your company, for your team. So keep that in mind. The 30-day action plan, the folks online, you will get that from Austin, and you'll also get the AI safety checklist from Austin. Okay. I know we took a lot of time into our lab and prompts. If anybody has any questions, they want to connect. Actually, I want to go back to the connection so that we can keep our conversation going. Connect with me on LinkedIn. And if you have more discussions around, AI, data security, governance, ethics and policies, let's talk more on that. This was an overview of journal things that we do day to day with ChatGPT or other AI tools and how cognizant we are about our data.